Thank you for listening. My name is Scott Barlek, and I will be talking to you about sports gambling. For years, people have been gambling on sports of all kinds. The traditional way of gambling on sports has been placing wagers in Las Vegas, Nevada. These sports books would take bets on spreads, line bets, parlays, and futures. Spread bets are wagers that bookmakers have made lines for. This type of betting awards points to underdogs and allows bettors to decide whether a team can win with those points. Line bets are when bettors take a team to win straight up, meaning they are picking them to win. These odds are based on a team's advantage and awarded accordingly. Parlays are when you string any amount of line or spread bets together. In order to win a parlay, all bets must win, and the payout is a certain times more than all of those combined. Future bets are when a bettor makes a wager on an event that will happen at a later date. For example, choosing a team to win the Super Bowl. Prior to 2018, bettors were only able to place wagers in the state of Nevada, most commonly in Las Vegas. Sports books like the Mirage and Mandalay Bay would field most of the action from 1984 to 2018. Nevada sportsbooks saw $92,188,744,000 in that period. This was a win and their take on this was $4,543,593,000. This is a win percentage of 4.93%. This made Las Vegas the gambling capital of the United States. People would travel from all over the world to gamble during March Madness and place their Super Bowl predictions. These sports books are located in pretty much every casino in Las Vegas, and they have all the screens and lines on the board, along with live streams of the games. Over the years, gambling, and specifically sports gambling, has gone mainstream. Having previously been exiled from mainstream media because of its negative connotation, sports gambling is being talked about on ESPN and other sports media outlets. This has made the way for companies like FanDuel and DraftKings to introduce daily fantasy. This form of fantasy allows users to select lineups for the specific day and win cash prizes. This type of fantasy is most common in the NFL, MLB. However, they offer it in the NBA and NHL as well. Along with daily fantasy, they have traditional fantasy leagues, which last the entire season and only consist of 12 users at a time. Having to toe the line with laws in place, FanDuel and DraftKings had to be creative in their prize dealings in order to be in accordance with the law. Daily fantasy has grown to a $3.2 billion industry. In 2018, the Supreme Court ruled that the federal government was violating the 10th Amendment and ordered states the right to govern their own gambling laws. This paved the way for 12 states to legalize sports gambling in some fashion. FanDuel and DraftKings were both quick to transition their business models and offer online sports booking along with in-place betting in New Jersey. Casinos were also able to then create apps that would allow people to gamble if they were in a state that had legalized online gambling. Since 2018, New Jersey has seen $6,685,133,129 with a take of $463,982,981. Nevada has seen $8,842,920,129 with a take of $543,120,000, with a total in all 12 states being $20,540,838,628. Sports gambling in the United States faces one huge form of competition. These are the overseas bookmakers. For years, although legal, this has been the go-to for many users in the United States. And with online poker still being illegal, these websites are still very common and used daily by United States residents. These websites face less legalities less restrictions, and less oversight overall. This allows them to bypass many rules FanDuel, DraftKings, and casinos must abide by. The future of sports gambling is full league integration, along with TV integration. This means showing live lines and bets on the screen alongside the game graphics. Commentators and announcers must be allowed to talk about the gambling aspect of their respective sport. The XFL tested this idea in 2020 in their first season with live over, under, and spread bets. However, these graphics were fixed and not updated with the game. Live betting is a huge part of sports gambling, and I would have loved to see them do more with this idea. Updating live lines along with the game would give users another aspect of the game to enjoy. Gambling apps also are a huge part of sports gambling in the future. Allowing users to quickly gamble on their favorite sporting events will give them the best experience, along with increasing profits tremendously for the bookmakers themselves. The effect gambling has on sports is drastic. As of 2020, every major league in the United States has green-lit participation in sports gambling. By embracing sports gambling, leagues like the NFL and MLB will see great increases in value in their already extremely valuable product. The most important thing the leagues must consider is how they will deter corruption. With the actions of Pete Rose not distant in our memory, leagues must work to enhance the trust they have with their fans. A variable that leagues have little control over are the referees that officiate their games. These actors have great incentive to fix games. They can both profit from betting on games they fix, but that information is also very valuable and can be sold to shady characters. Tim Donaghy was a famous case in the NBA of an official fixing games. Most recently, the Arizona Cardinals had to suspend Josh Shaw for betting on multiple NFL games. This will be the unfortunate consequences leagues must deal with in the future. In conclusion, gambling has ushered in a new era of sports in the way we enjoy them. With companies like FanDuel and DraftKings coming up with innovative ways for users to enjoy games in casinos, offering the traditional gambling experience, we will only see an increase in revenue for states that have legalized sports gambling. Done the right way, sports gambling is an effective way to sustain a city's economy along with offering an enjoyable pastime. Thank you for listening to my presentation.